Hey guys, Alex Sturgeon, HobbyTown HobbyPlex here for another edition of What's New Wednesday. We've got in some interesting stuff this week, so we're going to get right to it. First off, for all of you drag racers out there, we have had the DE Racing Gambler Sprint wheels for a little while. Well, finally, the tires have come in off of back order. So Street Outlaw Slicks, they're made to work with these Gambler wheels, and they are good to go. So our ever-expanding drag racing selection for you guys. I know right now it's real big in Omaha. It must be real big everywhere else too, because Proline's making bodies, J Concept's making bodies. Now they're making more tires. DE Racing's making tires. So it's cool to see. I love all those big bodies. If you got a paint scheme, they always seem to work even better on the bigger stuff. So I might even do one. I don't know. We'll see. We got some Class 1 tires for you guys now from Proline. So they just came out with the Class 1 Hyraxes and Class 1 BF Goodriches. These are both in Predator compound. For those of you guys not in the know, Class 1 is just another classification of crawling. Sorka Light, they have Class 0, Class 1, Class 2, 2.5, and Class 3. A little bit of it is based on tire size, some of it's based on scale looks. Some of it's based on what your rig has on it, like, you know, Class 3 can have a dig, Class 2s, none of those can have them. So these are what's called the tiny tire class, which is Class 1. I believe it's 4.19 outer diameter, and we just got them in. The Hyraxes, pretty popular tire around here for everything we do, and I'm sure they're going to be a good seller with the tiny tires too. So, you know, we just got done having our Tamaya Nationals a couple weeks ago, and we've gotten in a few new things from them, a lot of hop-ups and stuff for the TAO2, what is this, 1994? For the TTO2, and we have started to do the TTO1 semi-truck class. Again, I know they're going to have a Wednesday night series once or twice a month starting here in a few weeks, actually. Well, we got in a cool setup board from Tamaya. So the TRF Factory Racing setting board. Of course, it's Japanese, so they call it something, not set up board, it's setting board, whatever. But basically all it really is a really hard, flat board with markings on it. So if you're a touring car guy, you can be precise about your lining, you know, your lineup, toe in, toe out, rear toe, camber, that sort of thing. You can get the little things that make sure that everything's straight and all that. Or you can just have it because you want to be cool and have something that says Tamaya Racing Factory TRF on it. Okay, enough car stuff for now. So we got in this really cool, we've carried FR Sky radios and receivers for quite a while now, for about 2 years since we started doing the 250 size drones and all that. But this is really rad. So a little while ago they came out with a controller that looks basically like a video game controller, and it makes sense because a lot of the guys that are really good at their drone racing happen to be really good at video games. It's no coincidence. So this is called the X-Lite, and it's pretty wicked. It looks just like a 360 controller, so that's pretty awesome. Airplanes, so we got in this new FMS Ready to Fly. So this thing is $139.99. It's a little guy. This one happens to be the Corsair. When I say little guy, it's only 800 millimeter. You just got to supply your own battery and charger. But FMS, you know, it's amazing what we can do with foam now instead of balsa. Everything's scale-wise just seems to be. These guys are able to just mold them so much more precise. So this is really cool. Small, but it's fun. Okay, so airplanes, Gandhi. Okay, so if you're in Nebraska, this time of year, people live and die by our football team. So when they lose, the following day is like the worst day ever. Everybody's just butthurt. Nobody wants to go outside and do anything. When they do come in, they're all like just retail. They just look at you like they want to punch you in the face, right? But when we win, everybody's just super happy. They go out and they start spending money, and and they just, when they come in, they're just like, hey man, how are you? They want to give you a hug. It's the craziest thing, because honestly, here in Nebraska, it's about all we got. You know, when the basketball team does good, which if we could probably go back to 1991, maybe people care. When the baseball team's doing good, people care. But when the football team's doing really good, everybody cares. So we have some. This is just a tiny little bit that I grabbed, but some pretty cool Nebraska football memorabilia. So we got some helmets, Home Sweet Home. So you could put this up. Take the one that your wife bought at Home Decor or whatever down and put this one up. You got the cool flag that you stick out of your car window so you can drive around. This is nice too if you didn't get a red car and you're a Nebraska fan, but you still want to show your Nebraska support. So this is what you buy. You just stick it on there. A lot of people leave these on their cars year round, even through like the winter and stuff. So we got them. So if all the other places are out of stock, or if you happen to be in here buying stuff or looking at stuff and then go, hey man, they got Nebraska memorabilia. We do. We have a whole section of it. Come buy it all. Okay, we're starting to get more and more of these perfect grade Gundams in. So the perfect grade, as it was explained to me, they're just highly detailed, more detailed, more parts than a standard Gundam, and they're so detailed that they didn't even put a picture of what you're going to build on the box. So there you go, $100 for this guy. But if you're really into Gundam and you want to get your collection over the top to beat your other friends that are building Gundams, you can come in and buy the perfect grade stuff. Don't forget to go to our express store in La Vista. They have this entire store dedicated to Gundam and models and stuff, so check them out. Pretty much anything that sells good down there, they bring up here. This is one of them. Okay, finally, nothing really disgusting, but I thought it was pretty cool. You know, we have some educational toys, stuff like that, and we have got the ultimate slime and putty lab to give to your kids. Actually, the best thing is to get this for your grandkids or get this for your in-laws' kids, so that you don't have to deal with the aftermath of what comes out of this little guy. And then we also have the candy lab. They call it the gross gummy candy lab because you're making, like, you know, worms and spiders and stuff. I don't necessarily think those are gross. I like spiders. My wife does not. So I was thinking about buying this and then hiding one of these like inside of her jewelry box thing that she opens up in the morning, because that's where she puts her ring at night. Oh, that'd be so funny to like have something that's like staring at her and then she freaks out and then punches me in my sleep, right? So, okay, that's it for this week. And you know, not a lot of like big ticket items, but you know, we did get a pretty good amount of new stuff this week. I think next week we're probably going to see that new armor car. I can't remember the name of it now. Whatever, we'll probably get it. But either way, that's it. Don't forget to subscribe, tell your friends, like this video, like all my other videos. Let's get us over 1,000 subscribers and go from there. So thanks for watching, and we'll make a new video soon.